Jeppesen technology is helping to solve many problems facing the aviation industry, but we know that technology alone is not the answer to all our industry's problems. After all, people fly airplanes and not computers. That is why the human factor aspect of Jeppesen products is so important to us. All the technology in the world is of limited value if it does not help you fly better, safer, and more efficiently. Improving the human factors aspect of our navigation charts requires Jeppesen to maintain a constant dialogue with those who use them. We regularly meet with customers from around the globe to evaluate their charting needs, recommend improvements based on their feedback, test these improvements with pilots in both flight briefing and simulator settings, and develop enhancements which appear on our navigation charts. We'd like to share with you the most recent enhancements made to Jeppesen's charts. They are designed to increase pilot situational awareness, reduce their likelihood of unintentionally violating flight restrictions, and improve interaction with your EFBs. Imagine you are flying an airplane to Geneva, Switzerland. In a perfect world, you would look out of the cockpit window and the view would be like this. You would see the mountains, lake, and all the cultural data your heart desires. But as you know, we do not live in a perfect world. Pilots tell us that when flying, they often find it difficult to determine where important terrain is located in relation to their current location. Important terrain may not easily be recognized when flying under instrument meteorological conditions. So we asked them how Jeppesen can better enable them to visualize the terrain nearby, even when they can't see the terrain from the cockpit window. To solve this problem, we began with the trusted Jeppesen charts you already know. We then made the chart to scale to help pilots better judge distances. We also added terrain to the plan view. Pilot tests found that the addition of terrain significantly increases pilot situational awareness, while the rather discrete color composition ensures the readability of other information on the chart does not suffer. The chart remains clean and free of clutter. We added the grid mora and then took the MSA circle, currently found on the right side of the briefing strip, and placed it right on the chart. Both make pilots immediately aware of the most important minimum safety altitudes along their planned route. Drawing the charts to scale had a positive side effect. Not only does it enhance the pilot's situational awareness and enable the depiction of terrain, grid mora, and MSAs, it also meets an important prerequisite to being able to add an own ship symbol to electronic charts. Of course, taking advantage of this capability depends on your type of operation and regulatory approval. Another problem we often hear of is that pilots find themselves accidentally violating flight restrictions simply because they overlook information on the charts. These types of mistakes not only pose a danger to the flight safety, they often result in costly fines to your operations. We solve this problem by depicting data relating to restrictions more prominently on our charts. Restrictions are now in color to attract more attention in flight. We also implemented a specific color coding with altitudes being in blue and speed in magenta. Procedure text relating to speed is also printed in magenta. Simulator tests found that these color schemes not only make the information more prominent and easier to quickly find, it also makes it easier for pilots to connect various pieces of information like speed or altitude restrictions, which may be located in various locations throughout the chart. As airspace becomes more and more congested, procedures tend to become more and more complex. This complexity leads pilots to zoom into an area of interest when using charts on an EFB. With very limited space on the EFB screen, a lot of information dispersed throughout the chart moves out of sight and may move out of mind. The consequence, of course, is that important information can be overlooked, or pilots may have to swipe around the zoomed chart looking for information since they don't know where to find it. This increases heads down time. While we cannot instantly make all of your EFB screens larger, we can support EFB usage by concentrating chart details in common areas. Usually this is on the right side of the chart. With this practice, pilots know exactly where on the chart they can swipe to in order to find specific details, even in high zoom modes. What we've presented here are just 3 changes being made to Jeppesen charts to help you fly safer. To learn more about these enhancements, please visit jeppesen.com or contact your Jeppesen client manager.